Let's see how many hours we have to study today. So my 20-minute break turned into a 2-hour nap. So we're studying for 8 hours today, and it's currently 8 a.m. About 2 hours and 30 minutes left on our 8-hour study day. I'm going to take a quick break because, that was a lot. Studied for 7 hours and 9 minutes today. But otherwise, let's get this day started because we have a pretty long study day ahead of us. Hi guys, welcome back. This week I'm going to be letting this wheel determine how many hours I have to study each day. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Natalie. I'm an undergrad studying in the US, but currently I'm based in Korea for a research internship. And this week I have a couple major deadlines that I have to contend with. As I approach the end of the semester / this internship, I'm balancing wrapping up a lot of projects. A lot of the work that I have left in closing out these projects is highly autonomous, meaning that how I spend my day-to-day is really up to me as long as I meet major deadlines. But then again, in order to meet those major deadlines, the workload that I have each day is equivalent to a full-time, if that makes sense. I currently have 3 projects / manuscripts in the work. One of them is in the submission / hearing back phase, and the other 2 are in the writing phase / getting ready to submit phase. This week I have a major deadline / meeting on Wednesday night, and a lot of these meeting times are going to sound like really weird, like why do you have a meeting at 10 p.m? It's because of the time differences. I have another one on Thursday morning and a final one on Saturday morning. So yeah, so today's Tuesday. I tend to start my weeks on Tuesday because that's when the week starts on Monday in the States. Let's see how many hours I have to study for today. Okay, it landed on 5 hours, which I think is pretty doable / respectable for the amount of work I have to do today in order to be ready for tomorrow night's meeting. I'm hoping I get a high enough number tomorrow if I don't get my shit together by the 5 hours I spend today. Otherwise, I think we'll be fine. Okay, let's get a move on.
I can't do anything tonight.
Why not?
Because I have a lot of planning to do.
What planning?
I'm like 10 years behind.
Apparently the cleaners are coming to clean out our air conditioning units for the summer. It's about to be super hectic, so I'm probably gonna go to a cafe to get some work in. I might have left my phone. Yeah, I definitely left my phone. It is currently 9:30 a.m. and I have a quick meeting at 10 a.m. because I have to tutor somebody. So I think I'm just gonna get in 30 minutes of work done. I think the easiest way I'm gonna keep track of like how much I study throughout the day is a stopwatch. So I'm just gonna start a stopwatch right now. Let's do this. Was supposed to be tutoring by now, but my student is MIA, so I think I'm just gonna do some work until I can get in touch with him. This cafe is also high-key pissing me off because they're playing some classical music ? That it's not really the vibe. I might move location soon, but for now I think I'm gonna log for at least another hour or so before I do so. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. but I'm high-key really hating the music that they're playing in this cafe right now, so I think I'm gonna move locations. I have 7 items on my to-do list, and in the first block this morning I completed 2, and I'm on the 3rd item on my to-do list. And the 3rd item I anticipate taking at least 2 hours, 3 hours if I'm quick about it. So I think I'm gonna move locations and do a really deep 3-hour study session to get that item off of my checklist. This literally holds everything I've ever worked on. I should probably take better care of it. I have the worst nausea from drinking coffee on an empty stomach, so I'm gonna eat lunch.
We have fried rice and 육개장. Leftover. 스마일? 그럴 줄 알았어. 스티피. 코 그리는 애는 얘밖에 없어. 코를 왜 그리지? 진짜. 무서워. 색깔? 맛있지? This is 육개장, Korean spicy beef stew.
We are currently 2 hours and 34 minutes into the clock. Out of the 7 tasks I mentioned earlier, I got 2 of them done. I'm currently working on the 3rd one. It's kind of a heavy-duty task, I will say. And I mean, to be transparent, the said task is working on a manuscript revision. I submitted our 2nd draft a while back, and one of our reviewers, actually our 2nd reviewer, which is notoriously the harder reviewer, for lack of a better term. If you're in research, you get it. Left up some very, very good direction notes. So I wrote that up, submitted it again, and fingers crossed that it sticks. Speaking of revision comments, this is actually a really good time to talk about something that's genuinely been in my research workflow for the past couple of months. As someone who's kind of in the study/productive creator space, guys, I get so many AI research tools, AI writing tools, AI study tools, collaboration requests, and to be candid, I ignore most of them. Whenever I see these types of platforms that's basically encouraging the user to let the AI do all the heavy work for you, whether that be a lit search or manuscript writing or even for study tools. Like, you've seen those ads where you just like put it on lecture and you just like sleep and the AI tool takes the notes for you. I think those types of platforms are very dangerous for academia. And I say this as a very broad statement, and obviously we've just entered that space. I think for research particularly, those types of platforms are very dangerous in academia because you lose a lot of what makes science when you start to outsource that kind of human intellect that work requires. But Jenny was really different because I've been genuinely using it for the past 3 to 4 months now. And Jenny never does the work for you, nor does it encourage you to let it do the work for you. It more acts as a research assistant that checks that your own writing doesn't veer away from the literature too much. And that's one of the most useful tools that I've been using on the platform. When you're writing a manuscript or a lit review, one of the sneakiest mistakes you can make is paraphrasing a source in a way that misrepresents it. Like, you're not necessarily making things up, but you're overclaiming or you're underclaiming, and the nuance gets lost, and that's very dangerous, and editors and reviewers will definitely catch that in your writing. So what Jenny does is that it checks your claims directly against the PDFs you yourself upload to the library. So it's not pulling from the internet, it's not hallucinating something, but it's only working with the actual source that you upload. And I found that so relieving because instead of building a different line of reasoning or a different platform for you, it's more so a second pass on your own writing and your own reasoning. This is genuinely one of the very few tools that I trust currently within the research space right now. So my discount code is right here as well as in the description if you want to check Jenny out. And thank you, Jenny, for letting me test the platform as long as I did to be able to confidently recommend it to you guys and for partnering with me on this specific video. Let's get back to the timer. I now have 4 things remaining on my to-do list. 3 of them, I know exactly how much time it's going to probably take, and one of them is going to take an indefinite amount of time, and I honestly don't think I'm going to finish it today. One of the tasks is going to take less than 30 minutes, the other is going to take about half an hour, and this one is going to take maybe an hour. So I think I'm going to get these 3 out of the way and then start on the task of doom and despair that's probably going to take. That I'm probably not going to finish today, honestly. I think I'm going to take a 20-minute break.
진짜 맛있지?
Hey guys, so it's been 4 hours since we last spoke, and I fear I lost the plot just a little bit. So my 20-minute break turned into a 2-hour nap. And then I got up, I went to yoga, gym, showered, and it is currently 11 p.m. But thankfully we only have an hour and a half worth of work to do to hit our 5-hour mark. I'm just gonna bang out 90 minutes work as the last study session of the day. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say to defend myself. Actually landed on a really good stopping point. Out of the 7 tasks that I mentioned earlier this morning, I got all but 1 task done, and that 1 task was the one that I knew I wouldn't be able to finish, and turns out I didn't even get to it today. Good morning! Today is Wednesday and I have a meeting in exactly 1 hour for my summer full-time research internship. I know, it's one after the other. Let's see how many hours we have to study today. Is that 4 or 9? Like, it shifted to 4 when I turned it towards me, but I feel like that definitely just landed on the middle, so. That was 8. Okay, so we're studying for 8 hours today and it's currently 8 a.m. I'm gonna get a 1-hour study session in before my meeting at 9 a.m. and then I'm actually not sure how long my meeting from 9 a.m. is going to last because I have another one back to back right after that. 8 hours is definitely gonna be tough, but we'll make it work.
13 million volumes? I've read like what, 300 books in my entire life and I'm already 16? Do you know how long it would take me to read 13 million books?
But honey, you don't have to read every one of them. Tuesdays with Maury, skip that.
I have my meeting in 7 minutes now. How I'm gonna go about it is that I'm not gonna count the first meeting that I have towards my count, but I am going to count the second 2-hour meeting that I have towards my count because the first meeting is more administrative and the second meeting does require a lot of work and like academic whatevers. A little bit nervous about the first meeting, but I think it should be fine. How are you? Kind of a tough meeting, I'm not gonna lie, but we just broke at 3 hours. I have 5 hours of work remaining for the day, which I think is just enough time for me to get the task of doom and despair out of the way. I'm going to take a quick break because, that was a lot.
So apparently, if you get the strawberry milkshake straws and have it with your matcha, it is like the best combo. So I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm torn whether I should get the strawberry or the chocolate. Should I just get both? I got this matcha off of TikTok shop. Isn't that ridiculous? It's actually really good. Okay, I'm gonna try the strawberry first. Like, this is peak nostalgia. Oh my god. That does not taste like a strawberry matcha. People lied. Wait, that's actually really disappointing. I actually don't even like that. I don't like that at all. That does taste like a chocolate matcha. Wait, that definitely tastes like a chocolate matcha. Like, you can taste the matcha in this one. The strawberry is such a miss. Oh, that's disgusting, actually.
But I'm happy with the chocolate.
Quick interlude because I just got a shipment from my favorite clothing company like ever. So cute, right? It's like this beautiful chili red. I don't know when low rise came back in, but I've been loving it ever since. Anyways, we currently have about 2 hours and 30 minutes left on our 8-hour study day, and I'm actually gonna go to a study cafe this time to log. I feel like I'm low-key cooked. I literally have a meeting in 5 minutes, and it's definitely gonna take me longer than 5 minutes to get home. Wait, JK, I'm totally not late at all. Like right on time, actually. Okay, so for the abstract, I kept it relatively short. Currently at 7 hours and 33 minutes. That meeting went really well. I was the one leading it, so I was yapping a lot, but the team had a lot of good feedback for me, and I think this project is definitely going to see its end around next week. But anyways, currently it's 10:40 p.m. and I have around 27 minutes of studying remaining, which is perfect because my gym closes at midnight. So if I get my work done by 11:15 p.m., then I'll be able to squeeze a little something in before it closes. So I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna go to sleep. It's just... I forgot to tell you guys, but my meeting that was originally scheduled for tomorrow meeting was moved to Thursday morning. But because I spent majority of today like working on whatever I had to do for that meeting tomorrow anyways, I anticipate a relatively stress-free day tomorrow. Then again, if the wheel tells me I have to study for 9 hours, 9 hours it is. We'll see. Morning. I just had 2 back-to-back meetings and it's currently 11:30 a.m. Today's a pretty light day. It landed on 2 hours. I'm reasonably well prepped for my meeting tomorrow morning, so I can definitely get away with 2 hours today. I'm going to relax a bit.
Lorelai, get away. Tell me now.
I'm serious. Get away from me.
Please tell me.
Ow!
It is currently 10 a.m. I overslept and I have a meeting right now that I'm waiting in the waiting room for. I have straps and tea. So
Late. It's the first day of school. I want to get there early.
We will be there early, I promise.
I have different classes this year. My routes aren't the same. I haven't found the quickest path around.
I'm gonna count this meeting because I'm coding the entire time. So I think that counts. So I'm gonna start a stopwatch. My first meeting and last meeting of the day, that was the only thing I had to do is over. I'm at 1 hour and 14 minutes. It was like an okay meeting. I got to work with a new fellow. For my first study session, I'm gonna go to a new cafe. I know you guys are sick of seeing Cafe Dam over and over again. It's just my favorite cafe ever. But today I'm gonna bring you guys to a new cafe to get a 3-hour work session in, and then I'm gonna eat and then probably do another breakup of like 1 hour 30-minute work session and 1 hour 30-minute work session, and that should be today. I also need to squeeze in a nap because one thing about me is that I will sleep anywhere, everywhere, whenever possible. And when I don't get in my mandatory nap, I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour, like I need a nap throughout the day because I'm such a short sleeper that I have to take a nap in order to like make up for that, if that makes sense. But otherwise, let's get this day started because we have a pretty long study day ahead of us. I low-key just napped for 2 hours. Okay, so let's set back. We're gonna go. I have a yoga class at 8, so I'm just gonna log until then. Alright, hi guys. I am back from yoga and I also went to the gym because my yoga class and my gym are in the same building. Anyways, we have exactly 2 hours left on our timer, which is ideal because that's exactly how much time I need to prepare for my meeting tomorrow at 7 a.m. And after tomorrow's meeting, as long as we get our housekeeping tasks done, I think we're done for the week. So it is currently 1:48 a.m. Studied for 7 hours and 9 minutes today. Funny story is that we're not done. This is my weekly 7 a.m. of doom and despair. This particular meeting just sucks the life out of me. Good morning guys, it is currently 8:30 a.m. I just got done with my 7 a.m. and my Oura Ring gave me a sleep score of 51. For those of you who don't have an Oura Ring, that's out of 100. That's terrible, basically. I got 2 hours and 9 minutes of total sleep, but I did have optimal restfulness, whatever the hell that means. If I get some crap like 8 hours, I'm actually gonna crash out. 3 hours. I can do that. I'm gonna go to bed and squeeze in those 3 hours probably sometime in the afternoon, and we'll be done with this week.